Hello everybody, SeaSlug here, bringing you guys some pretty devastating news that I just found out about like yesterday. And basically, from what I'm seeing, it looks like 6v6 singles is dead on Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you were hoping to play 6 versus 6 on Sword and Shield competitively online, well, unfortunately it doesn't look like that's gonna be possible anymore. And the reason is that if we go to Link Battle, Uh, I can't really show it off right here because I'd have to match with somebody. But basically, what I've noticed and what a couple people have been noticing is that the maximum battle timer for battles in Sword and Shield is only 20 minutes. If you play doing link battles on the Wacom, you'll see that in the rules, the battles can only be 20 minutes, and some people have tested it, and yes, after 20 minutes, the battle will just end. And basically, whoever has the most Pokemon or the most HP will just take the win. So instead of actually fighting your opponent and, battling to, knock each other's Pokemon out, it kind of, if you're trying to do 6v6, it kind of just becomes well, I gotta have more Pokemon and I gotta have a more healthier before the 20 minutes is up. Like I just don't see how we're gonna be able to get battles done in 20 minutes. Going off how long battles have taken in the past, the 3DS gave us 60 minutes to do our battles, and even that would sometimes not be enough. Like for the vast majority of times, it would be enough, and sometimes barely be enough. But like, uh, it 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 like I don't know if two opponents are fighting each other and they have like I don't know teams or whatever that are like pretty even. Like 60 minutes wasn't enough on the 3DS, but it still worked. People still did it. For the most part, you never heard anything about it. Nobody really complained. But now that they've taken out 40 minutes, now that we only have 20, it's basically impossible. Let's be real here. Any good battle is not gonna last under 20 minutes. Any good 6v6 battle, any good satisfying 6v6 battle is just not gonna last 20 minutes. Like, that's ridiculous. Now, I wasn't too worried about this when I first saw it because I thought I had found a way around it. However, I didn't really take a closer look at the way around that I found. Uh, I went back and took another look at this other method of, getting past the 20-minute timer, and unfortunately, it's not that much better, and it doesn't even work. So basically my idea was to go to Battle Stadium, go to online competition, and let's say you want to have a battle with somebody but you don't want that 20-minute timer because that's ridiculous for 6v6 singles. My idea was to go to online competitions and have somebody host a friendly competition, and here you get a lot more settings for what you want to do. Now for those of you that were worried that, or for those of you wondering if for those of you wondering about these rules right here, single battle, normal rules, this is still in the game. This is basically what the majority of people did on the 3DS, where you could have 6v6 and have all your Pokemon set to level 50. That way you didn't have to level them up to level 100 like you had to back in Black and White, where it was only, I believe it was only like no restrictions if you wanted to do 6v6. And that basically meant that you had to get all your Pokemon to level 100. Pretty ridiculous. But yeah, these two rules are still here, so you don't need to worry about that. There's some moral rules over here, but like the main rules that people care about are these two right here. So yeah, these two are still here. That's all good. I'm gonna pick this, just for example. Competition period. This, if you're only gonna have one battle, this doesn't really matter. Basically, I'm just gonna set this to, let's say, I don't know what time that is, 1 a.m. or whatever, and it ends this time. Yeah, I don't, this doesn't really matter. If I just said it like that. If you're only gonna have one battle, the purpose of hosting a competition is just get past the time limit that the Ycom has of 20 minutes. But here's the big thing. Time limit. Let me show you guys. These are all the options you have. And first one, terrible. Second one, terrible. Third one, terrible. Fourth, super bad. Like, the only two good ones are these two right here. Your time, 10 minutes. Total time, no limitation. Which is, you know, what we kind of want for singles. However, your time only being 10 minutes is pretty big because I'll explain what your time is right now, but the other option is your time, no limitation, total time 30 minutes. So basically the Ycom is basically this setting right here, but instead of 30 minutes, it's 20 minutes. 30 minutes is definitely better, but it's still not good enough because, yes, probably most battles or a good chunk of battles are not going to take over 30 minutes. However, because there's a 30-minute time limit and not a hour time limit on 3DS, let's say a battle is taking 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and let's say you're technically losing, but you have more Pokemon, you have more HP. Instead of you know, making a comeback to knock out your other Pokemon's opponent, you could, like, one person could just stall out. And because it's only 30 minutes, that's gonna happen so much more, if not always. So, let's say there's like 25 minutes in the battle, but you have more Pokemon, but your opponent's like waiting for something to happen, or like I don't know. Like, even if you have more Pokemon, even if you're already gonna win, if you wanted to, you could guarantee a win by just stalling out. So basically, your time has no limitations, from what I understand. From what I believe I understand, you get 1 minute per turn, and if no time is set to no limitations, that means you can use up that 1 minute every single turn without any consequences. However, that 1 minute still counts, however, the total time is still counting down, so you could stall out by not making your move for 1 minute, not making your move for 1 minute, you know, going for protect, that's stalling out 2 minutes. If there was 5 minutes left in the battle, that means that you can stall out in just 5 turns. Plus, like, this is not good for 66 singles. I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from. Like, man, the other option, total time no limitation, but your time is 10 minutes. For those of you who don't know, your time is basically like a chess timer. So like, let's say you're playing chess with somebody and you have a timer of 10 minutes. While it's your turn, your time is going to be counting down until you make your move, and then your opponent's time is going to be, well, this is Pokemon, you both make your moves at the same time, but while you're picking your moves, your time is counting down, which means you gotta pick your move quickly. Because if you're constantly taking too long to pick your moves, you're gonna run out of your time. Your 10 minutes is gonna run out, and you're just gonna, if you run out of your time, you lose. And having your time for singles, I don't know, for singles, I don't think that's really a good idea. Maybe if your time was like 30 minutes, and let's say that your time was 30 minutes and total time was no limitations, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Even 25 minutes might be perfect. 30 probably perfect, but 10 is not enough. In a 6v6 battle, there will be times where you need to take your entire minute to pick your move, and taking up your entire minute to pick one move, that's 1/10 of your whole time for a 6v6 battle. Like, I don't know, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. 6v6 singles, this is looking pretty dead. So, yeah, way to go, Game Freak. You killed the National Dex, you killed the Bursus Recorder. That's something that's not in this game. If you wanted to save your battles, that's not in the game. So they took that out. They took out some moves, which, you know, sucks as well. Like Hidden Power, that sucks, but at the same time, it kind of helps to make it easier to get competitive Pokemon. So, what else did they killed off so many things. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, like, I'm feeling pretty done with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like what's even the point anymore? Like, what I enjoy the most is Wi-Fi battles, specifically 6v6, and those are pretty dead right now. So, really, if you wanted to get into competitive in Sword and Shield, it looks like BGC and double battles are your only option. And the vast majority of people, I'd say, don't really like double battles, and if they do, they probably don't enjoy them as much as single. Let's be real. So, yeah, I might give double battles a shot. I might give BGC a shot. Obviously I will, but in the past, I've never played BGC because I wanted to, because it's fun. Yes, it can be fun, but whenever I started playing it, like, I would only be playing it because there'd be an event, there'd be, a tourney or something coming up, and, I'd play it just to practice. So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty disappointing. Not really much more to say. I haven't seen too many people talking about this. I've only seen one other person post a video on this, and that's Xenon. He talked about this. This is pretty bad for singles, obviously. And I looked in his comments, and some people were being pretty idiotic beyond belief. Some people said, okay, 20 minutes, that means there isn't going to be any stall. No, that's ridiculous. Even if both players bring two hyper offensive teams, I could still easily see lots of battles with two hyper offensive teams taking over 20 minutes. It's completely ridiculous. Game Freak is beyond illogical. Oh yeah, Game Freak not allowing you to turn off EXP share. A lot of people were like, oh, just suck it up, it doesn't matter. EXP is good share, blah 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 blah. Yo, EXP share always being on sucks so much, because I was shiny hunting for a shiny Charmander, and I had 5 Charmanders in my party level 1. And then I go out into the wild area real quick to grab an item, and I run into a wild Pokemon. I don't have it in my Pokedex, so I catch it. And then because I can't turn off EXP share, all my Charmanders get hella levels. They all go above level 16, and they all need to evolve. So I'm sitting there through 5 evolution animations, when that should not be the case. I should have just been able to turn it off. It's completely ridiculous. Plus, what if you want to train Pokemon for Little Cup? What if you accidentally go into a wild encounter with a Little Cup Pokemon, and, well, it's not level 5 anymore? I guess you're screwed. Oh man, this really sucks. Yeah, I was really hyped to get back into competitive singles, but yeah, this is looking pretty bad. So yeah, that's all I have to say on the topic. I really want to see more people talk about this. I honestly don't think Game Freak is going to update this ever. They are never gonna fix this, honestly. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If I upload anything, it's obviously I don't know. This is pretty heartbreaking, to be honest. And honestly, when I first realized this, I got not mad, but like, I don't know. It's devastating. Rest in peace, 6v6. I don't see it coming back. So yeah. Yeah, obviously people are still gonna play 6v6 on Pokemon Showdown, but like, come on, you guys. Like, Pokemon Showdown, that's fun and all, and it's a really good play to practice, but we can't do it in game, so like, pretty disheartening. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna end the video here now, guys. So yeah, later, folks.